the brain, like freaking, what's the word? Not ET or IP. What's the thing?
AI.
Fucking outside, it's that you. Power down is just. See what I'm. People, this is a. Is that the?
I'm the only one, you know that we won't pick it out. We've heard it all before. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Yes guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're down here at Birds Auto and we're getting the Quaife Diff fitted to the M140i. I'm really excited. It's been a long time coming, and for me, the M lights always have that piece of the puzzle that's always missing, and for me it's definitely the diff. So there's a lot going on in there, and there's a lot that Birds Auto do, from suspension to power to chassis, anything you can imagine they do it here, so make sure you give them a shout. But guys, I'm really excited, and the main reason why I'm excited is because I've taken my car on track, and obviously with the open diff, as soon as you put that power down and one wheel loses traction, it just throws all the power to that wheel with zero traction, which is kind of quite dangerous and kind of pointless because you're just wasting all the power. But obviously with the diff fitted, it's going to give at least 80% torque to the wheel that's got more grip. So as soon as that wheel does lose traction, boom, the other wheel's got traction to push you out of those areas. I did do a little comparison, so I'll make sure I'll slip that in this video. If not this video, then maybe the next one. Obviously with the weather we've got down here today, it's not ideal weather for me to fully test the car. There is going to be an improvement in traction in the wet, which is great, but the main thing, cheers mate, thank you, cheers, thank you very much. Yeah. But yeah guys, I'm going to quickly pop inside, get some shots, because there are some wonderful cars here, and then I'll get back to you guys in a bit. Alright, so as I said guys, they do absolutely everything here, from obviously the diffs, to obviously suspension bits, to obviously more suspension, and actually there's an actual B1 suspension kit that Birds have made, so it's custom made, and it's actually been tested. I can't remember the fella's name, but it's been tested by an actual suspension fella, so he knows his stuff, so that's really important. So we could be looking at getting these in the near future, but for now, I think the diff is going to be the major key for me to kind of do on the M140, so I'm really excited with that. Along with that, you can also see here we've got some exhaust tips, so anything you want BMW wise, make sure you give them a shout, because they've got everything in store, and if not, they can obviously reach out, get what you need and get it fitted. But yeah, there's an array of cars down here that I'll probably overlay while I'm talking now. But yeah, that is the actual diff. That I'm not sure if that's the actual diff, that me tell a lie. That's how the inside of the diff looks. Obviously that bit's going to go on top before it goes in the diff. They also work on an exchange basis, so you come down, you literally get your own open diff taken out, and then they'll swap it out and put one of the diffs in that they have in store. If not, you can obviously get your own diff built, so if you want to drop your car off, probably take a week or whatever, and obviously they will open your diff out, sort it all out, and then connect it all together, which is going to be a bit more pricier. But for me, I'm happy to get an exchange unit, bearing in mind it does come with a 2-year warranty guarantee sort of thing, so if there's anything, shout them out and they'll be able to help you out. So guys, if you're not aware, BMW car did do a review. I think this was Autocar. I think they did a review of their own 430 brake horsepower M140i. So this car is actual manual, so it's an M140 manual, and Birds did so much to this car and it's made it absolutely spot on. And in comparison, I think they have compared it to an M2, saying it's literally on par. So if you haven't checked out this article, I think it's going to be on Autocar or BMW Car's website. Make sure you check it out. And unfortunately today it's actually out, so it's not here, but at some point I will be getting out and reviewing this car, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So luckily for me, I've got a BMW diff here compared to the Quaife diff, and something that I kind of stepped away from, because I plan to have the car for quite some time. The BMW diffs do tend to wear, so they've got clutch plates in that, I believe the word is, and what happens over time is that they will wear away, and that you will notice a difference in like drivability. So pushing on, you'll notice it will start acting like an open diff. So what some customers actually do, they actually send their BMW diff down here to Birds for them to fit a Quaife in it. So that's not knocking the BMW diff, it still does its job, but with the clutches, as clutch do in the car anyway, they wear away. With the Quaife diff, there is no wearing parts whatsoever, so literally you plug it in, or you do the exchange units like the one here, and all you have to worry about is just your oil services, which I believe are around the 60,000k mark, which is a reason why I decided to go for a Quaife, because it's just like fit and forget, as opposed to get the BMW one fitted, I don't know, 20, 40,000 miles, you run into problems and you got to pay for it all over again. Like I said, this is one fit, you just fit and go and you're good to go. And like I said, you can see here, they're Quaifs that have just come in, they're going to build them and then they're going to get stuck on customers' cars. And what they tend to do is Birds tend to look at all of the diffs, and before they decide to actually build them, they make sure that they're actually like quality. If not, they're just going to be like, nah mate, we're not taking that, because obviously they're going to give them to another customer and they don't want any problems whatsoever. But yeah, as you can see here, the diff is currently getting fitted to mine, and I can't tell you how excited I am, because obviously I have driven other people's cars with a diff on it, but personally I can't push other people's cars half as much as the way I can push mine. So it'll be very, very exciting to see how that feels, especially in this weather we've got now. So yeah, I'll chat to you guys in a bit.
A few moments later.
So yes guys, I'm not going to lie to you, it is not the same day. As you saw from the video, it was horrible weather. It was horrible, atrocious weather. So obviously we've waited the day before, and obviously when I say we, me and Carl, Define Coding, I don't know if you can see him. There he is, that's the main man. So we linked up with Carl today, and I'll tell you guys why. So XHP was done in the previous video, my stage 2 video. Make sure you check that out, I'll leave that over there somewhere. And when it was done at the time, you know how YouTube is, like videos come out and it's probably like a month behind actually when I've done it. So people are like, oh, well, how long have you been running stage 2? Probably running for about a month before you guys saw the video, but that's how YouTube works. But yeah, like there's been an update since then, so Carl's gonna obviously get that all installed right now, which is what he's doing, and then we're gonna go out for a driving experience. And we've got much better weather today, so I can probably push the car and get to the limits, all within legal speeds, however, all within legal speeds. But yeah, like, let's just have a quick chat with Kyle, because obviously, actually, let's just appreciate the car. So you can see me and Kyle both running the M140s, but there's a few differences. Do you get it? Differences. Kyle, do you like that joke? You like that? The differences. It was good, huh? So yeah, there's a few differences between mine and Carl's. Obviously, Carl's got, like, his car is quite stock at the minute. He's running stock Steve spec right now, which is cool. But obviously, you can see no spoiler. He's got better alloys, and I always say I prefer these alloys compared to mine. I always prefer these alloys. I just like how they look in comparison to mine. But yeah, like mine, in terms of exterior, I think we're kind of like, I'm happy. It's good to be indifferent, just to say. It's good to be. You like that one as well? I can see you. Like, I know you like it. So yeah, like it's cool. But yeah, guys, like literally, Carl's doing his thing. But Carl, a quick question, because when the video went live, sorry to interrupt you, but I had quite a few questions about this. Except people like, oh, can I buy it and do it myself? Because there's two types of thing. Like you can buy it, or you can get obviously the seller to fit it. Like there's two types, isn't there?
So there's two different options you got. The option one is obviously you buy the license, you buy the map pack, and then you buy your own Wi-Fi adapter. That gives you access to have the license yourself and obviously install it yourself. But for those who are maybe not as technically confident, or maybe they don't feel secure enough playing with the car's ECUs, you've got us pro dealers who can offer it to them. Obviously, we can accommodate people for whatever settings they want. You can pick whichever stage you want, stage 1, stage 2, or stage 3. Most people tend to go for stage 3 because it gives the car the best overall feel and differences mainly. But yeah, if you're going to get it done by a pro dealer, it has to be done by a pro dealer, and obviously we then have access to making customizations for you. So you'd have to bring the vehicle to us, book in, and then obviously we can accommodate your needs. So yeah, I mean, any questions anyone has got, reach out to us at Define Coding.
Wicked. And in terms of boot mod 3s, I've got a lot of questions. Like, oh yeah, boot mod 3, how does it feel? You are currently doing like not a sale on it, but you currently, I think, what, 2-week thing you're doing it for?
Yeah, so it's a little promotional like event for us. Obviously, we've done a lot of XHP, and we tend to pair XHP with boot mod 3. So we're giving sort of our clients, you know, some of our close followers access to be able to get boot mod 3 at a slightly discounted rate, and obviously that will be a promotional offer with XHP. So guys, if you've got an M140, M240, you want any sort of special goodness, some mapping and stuff, you know, hit us up. We're happy to help you guys out.
And the last thing, so I know this guy's just looking at his face like, Tim, let me do my thing. The last thing is the CarPlay. So a lot of people are messaging me saying, I've got business nav, can you just like get the screen and get CarPlay? Is it that straightforward, or is it not?
Unfortunately not. If you want OEM standard CarPlay, you have to have the professional navigation head unit and the 8.8-inch Pro Nav screen, which you've fitted. You need to have both the head unit and the screen to have CarPlay enabled. Obviously, there is other ways to do it. As you know, you can get these Android head units or the different head units from elsewhere, and they have it built in. But I mean, if you want it proper BMW spec, it's got to be the head unit and the screen, which obviously we do provide, but it's quite costly, as you know.
Of course. So like I said, guys, so the screen, which is what I've done, and we've done a video with Carl previously, obviously we've done that all remotely, so that is a service it offers as well. It doesn't just work with the screen. So please, if you want to message me, please message me, I don't mind, but just guys, it doesn't work with the screen. You must have the actual head unit, so you're gonna have to spend at least 600-700 all in total, or you can
all in roughly, yeah, including like screen, head unit, maybe controller and wiring loop.
Exactly. And then Carl will probably charge you about £1,000 obviously to code it. I'm joking. But yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm going to let Carl do his thing, and then obviously we're going to go out for a drive like we did last time just to experience it. But like I said, Birds Auto, make sure you shout them out, guys, because the diff has absolutely changed the game. Obviously, it helps that I've got new rubber, but obviously I've got a track day in a few weeks, so that will be a proper good test. But I'll tell you one thing for nothing, the grip levels has gone like up tenfold, like pulling out of junctions. It's much safer. Even though I drive in DSC off mode, it feels a lot safer. It just feels, I can't really explain it, but obviously pushing it on track will probably be a better review. But for today, we're literally going to get this coding done. Carl's going to do on XHP what he's actually doing. I know I probably haven't said anything, but what Carl is doing on XHP for me is the down. Did you say it's the downshift? I'm going to come through here. Were you saying it's the downshift?
You're going to get the throttle blips.
Throttle blips, yeah.
Dip on downshift.
Yeah.
We're going to update. There's been some changes, so basically just new firmware from them, new settings for the gear shifts.
Wicked.
You should feel a slight increase now. So they've upped the percentages from 20%.
Increase of what?
The gear shift speed. So they've upped the
Easy
percentage
now.
actually from 20% to 25%. You get 50% faster upshifts as well now.
Yeah.
And obviously you get rev match doing downshifts with the throttle blip as well. So it should feel a lot cleaner.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so Mr. Define coding again. Welcome back, round 2. So obviously we've got the diff now. Obviously we decided to go on some nice little safe roads here. Obviously we're not gonna like take the mix. Obviously it's public road. Like I said, track day's coming. But with the diff, certain roads just make it a joy. Make it a joy to drive. Lovely. And the best thing is on roads like this where you haven't got like the best, just close that window, where you haven't like got the best sort of grip, the diff really comes to life on these roads. Obviously we're not going to hammer it too much.
I suppose it makes the car feel way more guarded as well.
100%. I've been driving these roads for quite some time now, and the first thing I noticed, loose roads, it just grips even more now. And literally just putting like from acceleration, just putting the power down is just, see what I mean? Just puts it down so much better. Just way better. Just grips, can push it all the way around bends. You're right there, boss.
Oh, there's a gap!
Yeah, you love it when there's a car in front. He's like, yeah, he has to slow down. I'll go straight through him, right him off.
I'm sweating!
But the main thing I've noticed with having the diff is junctions. Like literally, like we've got a junction here, we can go left or right, probably go left. Actually, we'll just go opposite direction of where the car's going in front. But straight away for a pull off, like even in DSC off, which is what it's in now, it just wants to grip. It's so hard for me to break traction. I can obviously force it to, but obviously, okay, you're going right, left, we're going right. Wicked.
I have to say, compared to obviously my M140 with the open diff,
the open diff difference.
The diff, yeah, it makes the car feel so much safer. Like I said, it's predictable.
That's
you
it.
know what it's gonna do.
That's the main thing for me.
I'm not the best passenger, but I trust him. Yeah.
Feel that. So straight away, normally first to second on any stage 1, stage 2, or even on a stock car, you have a little break of traction. If you floor it there, it just gripped it and shoved me around. I remember the first time I experienced it in Chris's car, and straight away I was like, wow, that's what it does. So obviously not going to put it down here now, but on certain roads where you have the opportunity to accelerate out of a corner, it just hunkers and goes, and you feel it shove you around the bend. But yeah, one thing I noticed with the XHP is straight away the gear shifts are so better. And a lot of people like, what's the best way for me to explain it is their gearbox acts like a proper gearbox. Like, it looks like the brain, like freaking, what's the word? Not ET or IP. What's the thing?
AI.
Nope. What is it called? What's that thing called?
Artificial intelligence.
No, bro. What are you talking?
I don't know.
That thing, IQ.
Oh.
I said like AI. Come on, man. You should know what AI is, though.
I know
IQ.
AI is. You said IQ.
What does IQ stand for?
I don't know.
Man, you're meant to be the guy, man.
I don't actually know.
IQ, do you not know what it stands for?
No.
Internal questionnaires, bruv.
Is that what it stands for?
Nope. Internal questionnaires.
I think what's good as well, the fact
Sorry, go on.
that quick upshift there.
I know, you feel it.
Cheeky little plug.
For me personally, XHP is what's needed on these cars to proper like open it up, and then when you got the diff, you can literally just point it that way and just accelerate. Point it that way, accelerate. You see what I mean? It just shoves It just it just shows you around the bend.
It does. Honestly, I can't, you know, stress the benefit of XHP and the fact that you've got the diff now.
Yeah.
I mean, performance-wise, you're pretty much set up.
Yeah, exactly. People, this is a. Is that the? Private joke there, guys. Sorry. We saw something, yeah. I'm not gonna show what we saw. When you're editing this, Tim, make sure you don't show anything. But he knows what I'm talking about. I was looking, I was like, is that you? Oh my days. No, guys, real talk, guys. Diff, in terms of the diff, because this is what the video is about anyway. Definitely grab one. For me, as soon as you're tuned, you should get one, because you want to put all of that power down. Obviously, the car's made to handle what it can, like what it's putting out. It's made to handle 360 odd bhp. When you do go up in that power, that's when people have complaints. So the diff is definitely on the cards. And like I said, M Performance could have gone for it, but clutch is wearing out. I just didn't want that hassle. Quaif's a fit and forget system. There was the wave track, but the only thing that added extra, if you want to call it that, on the wave track was the fact that you get one wheel goes in the air, then sure, you know you're going to get that traction. But thinking about it, how often am I going to get one wheel in the air? How often am I going to track the car? I couldn't justify the cost, and that's what proper killed it for me. Quaife off the shelf, straight going exchange, ready to go. And in my opinion, they're definitely up there. And for me, there's going to be more coming from Birds without a shadow of a doubt. But yeah, guys, definitely make sure you shout out, get to Birds if you're interested in getting the Quaife. Also hit up this man, Define Coding, for anything you want coding wise, whether it's your BM3, XHP. He's the main guy, he's the best in the game. But yeah, guys, that is the video. We're going to leave it there, and we'll probably see you quite soon for another video. I'm not going to say which one it is. Should we tell it?
Stuff.
No, we can't tell it yet. It's a big one though. We might have to give them a little teaser. All right. But yeah, guys, that's the video. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.